All right, cool. So I decided to make this for you guys because there's a lot of you guys that are trying to start your business or trying to grow it out and you don't know where to start, right? Or sometimes one of the biggest reasons because you're not doing enough, right? I have a friend of mine who really just started his business and it seems like they were doing everything. And I took a look at it and I saw at least five different ways they could have made way more money off of it enough, right? First of all, their Instagram page was not set up the right way. They didn't even have emojis. They didn't have a link to their website. Quickly went over there and fixed that for them. But on top of that, they weren't even doing Instagram Reels, right? They weren't posting to their page what they do. They were not existing enough, right? So that's one of the main things. You want to exist. You want to let people know that you exist, right? It's very, very important. A lot of people are running a business like the old-fashioned days, and that simply does not work anymore, right? So over here, I created this for you guys, paid advertising and unused subscription costs. So you really want to focus all in on organic marketing and meta, right? Those two are the best ways to grow currently. I know there's Google, I know there's LinkedIn, I know there's other things, but cost per leads on those are much, much higher than typically something that Instagram and Facebook offers, right? Google usually has an average of $70 to $75 cost per lead, and it is insanely high, right? Typically with me and my clients, I get about $20 to $25 cost per lead. I make them about $10,000 to $20,000 a month in jobs, and even more if they decide to spend more on their budget. As long as they can handle the job load, we can continue scaling them, you see? And a big part of that is because it's the way the ads are optimized, it's the way the creatives are optimized, right? So you want to cancel your unused subscription. Every single dollar that you guys are investing in your business is a dollar that you can save, is a dollar that you can reinvest back into the ads, right? You will also focus on organic social media, right? This is the part that I said about my friend. He was recording Instagram, but he was not recording any reels. He wasn't posting enough. And you really have to lock in, right? You have to go in every single day like, I'm going to conquer this, right? Marketing tools and software. You always want to see if you can switch to something that is an alternative that's cheaper. There's going to be 1,000 softwares out there that cost too much money to organize your stuff, organize your calendars. I like to recommend something called GoHighLevel. It's 97 a month. And pretty much it includes a calendar, it includes messages, it includes a CRM, it includes things that cost thousands of dollars, typically all in one package. So this is what I like to say by switching to cheaper alternative tools, right? And that's how you can pretty much start marketing, right? You also want to have your website and your hosting ready to go, so that way people can come into your website, they see how it looks, and you collect their name, email, or number, depending if you run a service or if you have a product, right? This is going to help reduce the ad spend on low performing ads, right? You also want to ask them for referrals and reviews. Another good way to grow is by combining all these things together. So after they book something, after they pay for a product, whichever it may be, referrals and reviews are excellent way to grow externally, right? Now we're going to go over to content creation. I know a lot of you guys like to talk about this. Is something very common, and always try to do it yourself instead of outsourcing the content. What I mean by that is, let's say you are a pressure washing business owner, right? Let's say you're one of them and you do a good job at what you do. It's going to be a lot more expensive to outsource somebody else, a whole other human being, to take their time out of their day to grab the equipment, to record it, and to also send it out to you fully edited and everything. What you should do instead, especially if you're starting to grow and you want to focus your money on your ad spend, right, to really scale and optimize, is you want to make the videos on your own in the beginning, right? You want to make them on your own. It's okay if they don't come out perfect in the beginning, right? I like to use something called CapCut. It's completely free, and you can edit those videos and add captions, add color coded captions. If your logo is blue, add a blue color coded logo, right? If your caption is blue, add a blue color coded caption. And you also want to repurpose your existing content. So let's say you post 3 pieces of content per day, right? You're going at it, you're doing well. You want to pick your best performer after a few weeks and simply just repost it. You're going to see how sometimes it'll do just as good, if not better, right? Now, when it comes to your contractors or agencies or people you work with, as you start to grow, as you're starting to do all these things in this flywheel, I like to call it a flywheel, then you want to start negotiating better rates. Why? Because you're bringing more income, you're bringing more audience, you're bringing more people. So you have more leverage to your contractors. You also want to see if you can partner with other businesses that are also trying to grow in your niche, right? I like to mention the example of pressure washing. So yeah, if you pretty much take everything I said here and you apply it one by one, piece by piece, you definitely have a big chance to grow to 10, 20, 30K months and even more. It really comes down to your ad spend. You know, you have to start little, scale slowly, and then you scale up higher over time.